So in this video, I'll be showing some key insights of what I've learned as a stylist on where to invest in your wardrobe. Very popular question I get from customers is, should I go ready to wear, made to order or bespoke? Well, without getting into the semantics on the true difference between bespoke and made to measure, that's another video, I would always say at the very best, bespoke tailoring is at the top of the tree. If you're looking to invest in a couple of suits to last you a few years, and as you get older, you'd be sometimes put on a little bit of weight, a bespoke suit can be let out and changed far more than ready to wear. Cheaper ready to wear has very little inlay. Quality ready to wear has some inlay, but a bespoke suit will just have a lot more on the inside. It doesn't affect the fit at all, but it just means that in 5-10 years time you can take it back to the original tailor and have it refitted. So that's something to consider if you're investing in perhaps a evening suit, which you're not wearing very often, but you want it to last a long time. However, I would never discount or ignore made to measure or ready to wear. And sometimes, even if you're a bespoke customer, I suggest to people just go into some stores and try some brands on and see how they fit and how they look on you. You might be surprised. It also gives you an opportunity to try different things. Most of my customers tend to have a mix. I know I personally have a mix. And you can try different things. So you might suggest for your best suits, your grey and your navy, your evening clothes all made bespoke. But you then might find a tailor who can do made to order for your linens and the corduroys. If you're lucky enough to find a good ready to wear brand, for trousers perhaps, or for some waistcoats, that's also good. So don't always feel that you have to make that decision between what suits you and what's right for you. Sometimes mixing it up is more interesting and gives you an opportunity to experiment. I also say, where I've put customers off, if they want a suit with a lot of fashion details on it, I'm often saying, well, do you really want that to attract the largest price? If you can find a great made-to-measure tailor who can have a bit of fun with, be a bit more experimental, maybe that's right for you. So always bear in mind that even though you're a bespoke customer or a ready-to-wear customer, that to get the best wardrobe, it's sometimes in mixing those three things up. If you are building your wardrobe and looking for suits you can wear for years to come, avoid extremities in styling. So avoid the very skinny lapels, extremely wide lapels. Avoid very long jackets, very short jackets. Go for a moderate classic fit and you'll be happy in that suit for years to come. If you're starting out building a classic shirt collection, you really need to base it on cotton. Cotton you can wear all year round. It launders very nicely and always looks smart. So again, just get all year round shirts to start with. Now, do you go ready to wear, bespoke, made to order? Same question as tailoring. More and more of my customers are now leaning towards at least made to order because the choice of ready to wear shirts isn't like it used to be. Back in the 90s and the early 2000s, when the world was more formal, when people were wearing suits and shirts to offices, there was a great choice, and there's a whole expansion of the German Street brands to make them more affordable. You could get some great shirts off the peg. This is less so nowadays, so if it's worth considering going up to the first tier where you get to choose what collar shape you want and the perfect sleeve length. That is a great upgrade from ready to wear. However, do not discount ready to wear. There's lots of different brands out there, lots of different fits, and it's boring sometimes to do it, but if you can go around a few shops trying different shirts on, you might be lucky and find a brand that just fits you nicely, maybe with a little bit off the sleeve. That's a good investment, because if you're buying made to order, you're paying a lot more for the same quality. So that's something to consider. You'll also get access on made to order and more so on bespoke on different collar shapes. So if you have a particular collar style which you've always wanted or want it to be your signature, you're only really going to get that on bespoke, maybe made to order. If you're looking to have a shirt wardrobe that can be quite versatile, I'd recommend going for textured cottons. You can get some beautiful light brush cottons, things like Oxford, Pinpoint Oxford, Giro and Glazy. These textures look very interesting when mixed up with tailoring because it gives you another layer of interest without being distracting. It also means they can be worn more casually, perhaps without a tie, and worn informally. So textures are really nice. It also means on the textured fabrics, the plain colours like the pale blues and the pale pinks somehow take a bit more interest and they don't look so flat. And another tip I share with my customers as a rule of thumb is for every suit or jacket you own and wear, you need 2 to 3 the number of shirts. So if you have 10 blazers and suits in your wardrobe, a wardrobe of about 20 shirts should give you enough wear and a good balance. A pair of well-fitted bespoke trousers is well worth the investment. They will fit you in a way that made to order just can't. They will take into consideration how you stand, so you'll always get that lovely, clean, straight line all the way down to the ankle. They'll break perfectly. There is a difference between a good pair of bespoke trousers to even the best made to order. However, they are expensive, they're worth the investment, so some of my customers do prefer to use a made to order for their cords and cottons, just to have a bit of a budget. If bespoke is a bit of a stretch, definitely consider made to order, made to measure. You'll get a lot of the same options. You can get side adjusters, higher waisted, cut for braces trousers, and they'll fit a lot better than anything you'll find off the peg. Accessories are really important. They can change the look of your outfit. So when you're building your wardrobe and you only have a few items, by having different coloured ties, pocket squares, shirts, you can change your look completely. So when you're building your first collection, the key thing is make sure you're getting a different look. So avoid buying too many blue ties. Make sure you get all the colours covered. So different shades of blue is useful, but then you want to go for greys, green, bottle, wine colours, dark reds. And once you have different colours, you'll create a different look. Same for pocket squares. Pocket squares are great, they can really change the look. They can be worn informally, they can add a bit of glamour to a casual outfit. But make sure when you're buying your first few pocket squares, you're not repeating the same colours. Make sure you get different patterns and colours in there for maximum coordination. Don't buy cheap braces. You see them sometimes, less so nowadays, in department stores. Just go to a proper outfitter and buy proper braces with button ends. They last for decades. Cufflinks. I like cufflinks. I like double cuff shirts. I made a mistake in my youth of just buying far too many novelty ones and cheaper ones. You're better off just buying 1 or 2 pairs of really good cufflinks. They'll last you a lifetime. Nobody has ever been well dressed in bad shoes. It's such an important part of your outfit and something you should address early on when building your wardrobe. A good pair of bench-made shoes lifts any suit. Now, depending on your budget, you're either going to buy made to order, ready to wear, or bespoke. Now, bespoke is very expensive, but again, absolutely worth it. If you can only afford 1 pair of bespoke shoes, get something that's going to last you for years and is versatile. So I would always suggest, depending on your lifestyle, either black or very dark brown. And I always prefer calf leather to suede. Now, suede is a great material. It's very smart, it's very versatile, but it doesn't last in the same way that calf leather does. I've got shoes made of calf leather which are 20, 25 years old because you can keep repolishing them, protecting them. They're far more robust. In fact, they look better for being older. For me, suede shoes, I would often just try to get slightly cheaper, a good ready-to-wear brand, and then save the calf for bespoke or made to order. Well, I hope I've given you some food for thought. Please put any feedback in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe.